So I tend to do a lot of the mixing, it's called out of the box as opposed to in the box these days. A lot of people do everything with software and in the computer. I tend to do a kind of hybrid of the old way, which is actually physically doing it on a mixing desk, and then doing it on the computer. I prefer the kind of hands-on approach. It gives you a bit more freedom. And I think it gives the track a little bit more life if you're kind of more physical with it, rather than going through every bar and programming it. Really, I just think it preempts things a little bit too much. I prefer to have it a little bit more free-flowing. It's a bit more random, but that's the way I like to do it. So what I do on a mix is find a section I really like, such as that, loop around it, and actually physically perform it on the mixer. I mean, this is how everyone used to do tracks before automation and software was around. I just find it gives you a little bit more spontaneity. You make a lot of mistakes, but that's what editing's for. And I just keep changing the cycle point on there. Obviously, I can do the muting and things on here as well, but I tend to prefer to do it on here. I do most of my mixes on there, a little cheap old school ghetto blaster. I find with big speakers you get a little overwhelmed and hypnotised by it. It's great for writing on big speakers, but I'd thoroughly recommend using something cheap and cheerful like that for mixing a lot of the final mixdown. Even though the sound isn't as clear, you tend to focus a little bit more on the whole rather than on separate sounds. And obviously it sounds better on your car stereo as well, because it's more similar to car stereo size. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to add a new part to this track. I'm going to use the Andromeda. So I'll select my new track on here. And off we go. I'm going to do that again. I notice this is making some horrible crackling noise. So I'll just start the playing bit again. So this synthesizer is fantastic for your rich analog noises.
It's so weird, we're going just lay. Wait for
That's a bit of that. Edit out the bits where it went ridiculously loud. What else can we do? That's basically it. That's how you make a record.